Good afternoon, traders. It is Wednesday, May 11th, 2016, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had an absolutely horrible day today. I called the Dow up, and obviously I was rather wrong. I should have listened to my guts yesterday. I said the Dow gained 222 points yesterday here, and today it gave virtually all of it back, officially closing negative 217. Um, Obviously, our style of trading, when we get big moves back to back in an opposite direction, that really hurts us. What I said yesterday on this move of 222 points, I had a gut feeling there was something kind of phony about it because we weren't getting into many positions. Hey, thank God. I mean, we didn't. This could have been much worse if we'd gotten into, say, 20 positions on this big run up, and that happens someday. Sometimes when we get a move in the Dow of over 200 points, we can get into 20, 25 positions. If that had happened, this would have been total disaster today. What happened yesterday, we just got into a few positions, and the stuff that we had didn't do too much either. And even though we had a profitable day, I said it was kind of a disappointment for a day when the Dow moves up 222 points. And for that reason, I kind of questioned what was going on here and what was going on, that this basically was a fake rally. And we saw the markets basically showed their true hand today, falling 217 points. It does not like being up here so close to 18,000, and pulled all the way back nearly to 17.7 today. So that's what happened. And we were lucky, as I say, we didn't have very many positions, and in spite of this big drop at the beginning of the day, we got out with only negative $295. I think we only had positive just a little under $1,000, so we saw positive $1,000 go to negative 295. That was fortunate. That's not setting us back hardly at all. The problem today is we got into 11 new positions despite this falling uh, market, and those 11 positions, one is positive, 10 are negative, and we're holding negative $15,000 going into tomorrow. And the Dow closed absolutely on its low, so that is not a good sign, folks. I definitely have to call the Dow down for tomorrow. It's going to have some follow through on this big sell off today. And, you know, this is just this is a nightmare for us. I mean, we cannot trade with the Dow going up 222 points one day and down 217 the next. That's just the worst possible pattern. In some ways, we're lucky that we didn't get hurt more. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow with negative $15,000 and 11 positions. That doesn't look good. As I say, I got to call it down for tomorrow. I'll show you some of the individual stocks. I don't have anything good at all to show you. This looked like it was going to be the star for the day. This is SolarCity. We bought this first hour, or right at the beginning of the second hour, and it really kept moving very nicely. I think we're up close to $4,000 up here on the top. Looked really good, just very strong, steady move here, and then it fails up here and slips and slips and slips, and we're end up, that positive $4,000 goes to negative 900. That is very disappointing. This was the stock that was going to carry the day, and it goes to a loss. Uh, I'll show you another one. This is just a horrible pattern. This is Ionis Pharmaceuticals. It's the old ISIS Pharmaceuticals, and we haven't traded this in a while. And this thing comes up, gets us in nearly the high tick of the day, and just look at this, man. I mean, that is ugly, ugly, ugly. Closing on its low down here, just like the Dow did at the end. This looks absolutely horrible. We're down $3,000 on Ionis Pharmaceuticals. And then I'll show you another one. The pattern's a little different. This was our worst trade. This was bad from the very beginning. This is DeGaz, inverse natural gas. And it had this big gap up right on the open. And we buy the gaps. We bought it up here. And then this thing just collapsed. Not within an hour of our getting out. It bounces a little. Looks like it was kind of coming back. And then, and by the way, when the gas was up here, we were actually positive in all those 11 positions. I mean, we weren't wildly positive, but I think we were up a couple $1,000s positive. And of course, as the Dow gave out, the gas gave out also, and just everything everything really went to hell the last hour of the day today. So anyway, DeGaz ends up closing. We're negative $3,000 in DeGaz. I don't know. I almost look at this pattern and I think possibly DeGaz might reverse itself. The other stuff isn't going to reverse itself. We're not going to do well tomorrow. I will tell you that negative 15,000 is going to get worse. Anyway, bad day. Trader Bob is not happy. I will nevertheless be back here trading online tomorrow on Thursday.